Alright, there is Jiren. Kind of looks weird because it's like at an angle through the water and stuff, but there he is. I'm going to size compare him in a second. And I've got a lot of fish in here. Not as many as I did in my last video when I was putting them in, because I put some in here to be feeders. You can't really see them, they're swimming around in random places, but I don't think any of them have been eaten yet, as far as I can tell. But some of them are like gray, so they blend in. And as you can see, that one with the little black bit on its tail, the rest of them are goldfish, but there's 4 of these. I think this one's one of the females because it's got a big stomach, and they're related to guppies, so they have babies a lot, basically. That one doesn't have a big stomach, maybe it's the male, because I got 3 females and a male. Then the rest of these in here, all the random colored ones, like the gray ones and stuff, are goldfish. But with the black bit on their tail, they're like red. Those are the platies, that's what they're called. And I switched this filter with the Tetra filter that was in there, so now this one has 2 40-gallon filters in it, and this one is like a 60-gallon, which is a bit much, but then, because I noticed the fish were kind of getting pulled in underneath the filter, like the current would pull them in, and they just sort of all be grouped there. So that's a lot nicer. And this little cave thing I got at PetSmart, and I was originally going to put it, I had it right there in that corner of the big tank, but one of my turtles, the female, she kept putting her head in it, and I didn't want her to get stuck. Like, when I was trying to take her out of it, she was just holding on with her claws. So, that was interesting. And I was thinking about getting a new heater for this one, but instead I'm just using the heater from there, because I think the problem with the heater that was in here is it was, like, it took a while to warm up, you know? So I switched the 2 heaters because this one, I'm trying to get the temperature cooler, while my red-eared slaughters are still a bit smaller. Like, he might be done growing, but she's definitely not. And the older they'll get, the more eggs they can have, so I'm trying to breed them now, which is something I've been wanting to do. Hasn't really worked so far, but I've cooled the water temperatures because they breed in cooler temperatures because it's sort of like spring. So the water, it's not like as cold as when I first took out the heater, so obviously that one's working because this tank I leave the filters on 24/7, but this one I turn off the filter and heater and stuff at nighttime, just because it's kind of loud. Alright, so where's Jiren? Okay, there he is. He's underneath the dock. See, he's swimming right under there. I need to get him so I can show the size comparison from when I first got him. Where are you, buddy? Trying to feel under there because I can't see. Watch the fish while I grab him. Okay, got him. There he is. And his left eye is kind of squinty. I think he's getting an eye infection. So I've been treating that, and I've got like antibacterial stuff that I've put in the water of both the tanks, and some eye stuff. Saline, that's what it's called. So I'll make a tutorial on how to treat eye infections and shell rot and that kind of stuff. I've only done it for 1 day, but it hasn't worked so far in that time. So just kind of love the back of the shell. It feels so nice and weird. Just not used to it. And there's my live plant, and some of the leaves came off, so I just tucked that one in there, and it hasn't died yet, and it's been like 2 days. So maybe it's gonna, I don't know how these plants work, maybe it'll grow another plant right there, you know? There it goes. And that little underwater cave and the plants and stuff, that way, like, if he goes on top of that, it's more shallow for him. Like, I don't know if I've seen him on top of there, just, I'm gonna put him on top, just so. Nope, he just, whenever I put him somewhere, he does not stay, even if it's somewhere he likes. So there's the big turtle tank. I'm thinking of getting an indoor pond that I'm gonna make, which is it's just basically gonna be like a dog pool. It'll be like 100 or so gallons, give or take. And then just using that with like some, I don't know what it'll do for basking, but it'll be a lot nicer than this. And then maybe I can move this into there, or there's one thing that if you're watching this far, I would like you to comment down below, because I'm wondering something, and if someone can help me with this. Because every time I've gone to PetSmart recently, for like a month, or more than a month, because I've had him about a month now. There's been this African side neck turtle, a female one that's about their size, maybe a little bit smaller, that I've been wanting to get just because whenever I go there, it's always there, you know? Like, all the red-eared sliders keep getting bought, but it's the same one there, and I've really liked it. So, I'm not sure if an African side neck will get along with them, because I've read, like, horror stories online of them biting. Here, let's see if I can get one of my turtles to bite me. It doesn't hurt. Here, let's see. She kept biting me the other day, but doesn't seem like she cares to right now. Yeah, so the African side neck, it's a female, about the same size as them, maybe a little bit smaller. And the yellow belly red-eared slider mix is a male, and then she's a female. So I don't know if like they would get along, or if I'd have to get a bigger tank, or if it's a no absolutely. So yeah, leave that in the comments below. That'd be pretty helpful to me, because like every time I've been there, I just feel so bad because everyone knows what red-eared sliders are, but a lot of other turtles make better pets than them. See, this guy, he'll bite me if like I bug him too much. See, there he is. So yeah, leave that in the comments, and don't worry that they don't have a basking area. I know I've been saying I've been working on it, but for like an hour or two, I've already done this today. I just leave that in their bucket. I did that right before the video. And I do it separately, so, and then just put the lights over them until they dry off for a while. So that's not a big necessity, but I'm going to put the turtle topper on as soon as I can get someone who can help me with it, because I'm not really sure how to do it. What I'm planning on doing is putting a piece of wood across the tank, like maybe moving this here, and somehow maybe screwing it in to the top right here, just like a straight piece of wood, and that can clamp onto that, the turtle topper, and then that'll be good. So yeah, there is Jiren. Those ones are all goldfish. There's one of the platies. Those are the ones I'm trying to breed. Apparently, a lot of times when you buy them, I don't know if I've already said this, but a lot of times they're already pregnant, so I can start breeding them pretty soon. They might have babies any day now. So that'll be good. Just 3 feeder fish, even though these guys are pansies and won't do it. Here she is. She seems to like me a bit more than he does, just because she's so much calmer when I hold her. Look at that. Yeah, she wants to get out, but she didn't care too much. Then when I pick up him, let's watch. He's trying to get away from me or something. Oh, normally he's all, yeah, there he is. He's already trying to get out. But normally he's a lot, like, squirmier and always scratching me. Not hard, though. Doesn't hurt. So yeah, that does it for this video. If you enjoyed, then please subscribe to my channel, and I will be posting more. And when I make the indoor pond, I'll post a video of making that. I'm planning on making like a self-sustaining ecosystem in there. What I'm going to do first when I set it up is adding the gravel and some live plants like this. And then eventually I'll add some of these fish in, like some guppies or something that I'll buy specially for that, and probably any goldfish that are left in here. And, you know, just adding that kind of stuff and waiting for algae and stuff to build up before I add the turtles. So then, oh, let's see if she'll bite. She can't bite? Is she gonna bite me? No, she didn't. Usually when she pokes me, she'll bite, but it's not. Don't be scared. Yeah. So subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will be posting weekly updates on the baby turtle with the sizing. I know a lot of the video was just sort of off on a tangent, and half the time I know the camera's been kind of shaky. It's my bad. Trying to find Jiren in here. Who knows where he went? He's probably off hiding in some corner. Map turtle's like, oh, I can see him. He's over there. You see his shadow. So yeah, like I was saying, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and tell me what you think about getting the African side neck, if it'll get along with my current turtles. They're in here. Because, like, every time I've been there, I've held him, you know? It's so nice. Wow, she's gotten a lot bigger. She used to be pretty small, but now she's about as big as him. I remember he was, like, huge and would always push her around. Oh, there she goes. And, like I said, I'm going to be making an indoor pond, probably, for these guys, for the bigger turtles. And eventually him or her, if, well, if it's a her, then yeah, I'll put it in there. If it's a he can just have this tank as his tank when he's bigger. But if it's a her, it can be big enough to be with them, and there won't be any fighting. Oh, I almost dropped my phone in the water. But yeah, so that's it, and I'll see you guys later, I guess. Bye.